I can say I've been and ahhing with to talk about this all day, but I'm gonna. The hardest thing about having kids is that your missus has to get pregnant. I can feel the fucking response from every woman in the room going, "This better be fucking good, dickhead. This better be good." No, because I've been through it twice, man. And the first time it happened, like, my missus got pregnant with George, and I was fucking terrified of it because, like, she just went fucking mental. Like, she just went mental. She went crazy for a bit, and then you think like because as a man, when you see a woman, you get to like know the cycle of it. I can feel like I shouldn't have started talking about this. Now you get to know the cycle of it, but then it gets back to normal and you're fine. But then when she's pregnant, it's like 9 months of it, and you think, oh, we'll be fine after that. Like once the baby's here, but it just never goes back. And then they come round the second time, and she was fucking like, oh, it was so bad. Like she threw a packet of crisps at me because they weren't vinegary enough. Like, that was my fault. Like, she sent me out at 11 o'clock at night and the Co-op weren't open. She was like, I want the Co-op ones, and I had to go to Tesco and get a crisp. And she come back, these aren't vinegary enough, and fucking launched them at my head. So I was terrified. While she was pregnant, I was terrified of it. I was like, I was walking around my house like I had post-traumatic stress disorder. Like, I was flinching at every noise and stuff like that. Like, I even took up gardening. Which... Look at me, I'm fucking ginger. I shouldn't be outside. Let's all be honest about that. Like, and the only reason I did it, and I say garden and I can't grow anything, what I did was, right, I just went to B&M Bargains and bought a hoe. Right, not a prostitute, like a hoe, like a stick with a triangle on the end, and I'd just go to the back of my garden, right, and I'd just start hitting the ground with it, just just taking all my tensions out and that. Right, and my garden, I'd been in this house for 3 years, my garden was that overgrown, right, that I didn't know, like, it was just like fruit trees and bushes and brambles and all that. I didn't know, I didn't have a fence there, right. I had no idea, right, and I was out there every day because I realised that if I was far enough away from her that she'd have to get up to come and shout at me, she just wouldn't be arsed doing it. So I just left her there, right, and I got to the back of my garden and I broke through to the garden behind, right, and it's just this little kid there, right, and he was just looking through the hole, just like... Right, and I was like, he went, who's that? And I went, hi, mate. And he went, hi, yeah. He went, what's your name? I went, hi, yeah, I'm Paul. I went, what's your name? He went, I'm Dylan. I went, hi, Dylan. I went, he went, what are you doing? I went, I'm just doing some gardening. What are you doing? He went, I'm looking for spiders. I went, why are you looking for spiders? Then he went, my nan said, if I find all the spiders in the garden, then they won't get into the house, right? And I was like, fair play, Dylan. Your nan's give you good advice there. Really, if you got kids, you'll know what's happened there is his nan has run out of things for him to do. And Mr. Tumble's not working anymore, and you're like, Dylan, just go and find all of the spiders in the garden. Because he was one of them kids who just, everyone was why, but I find that dead amusing. So I'm chatting away to this kid for about 15 minutes, didn't think nothing of it. Didn't think anything of it until about 15 minutes later when his nan came out. I went, Dylan, what are you doing? And he went, oh, I'm just talking to the man in the bushes. And I was like, oh. And any normal person would have just stayed there and explained, but no, I just dropped me hoe and ran back in the house. A fucking shit house, mate. My favourite thing to do, though, was to just, like, I do this all the time. I get home from work about 11:30, like, best case scenario. And the house will be quiet, right? Especially when she was pregnant with Alex. I'd get in, house would be quiet, she'd be in bed, George would be in bed, house would be, I'd have the house to myself. That was the only little bit of peace I got, right? And I'd love it. I'd just stick something in the oven. Wasn't going to start whipping up any mad shit at that time. Stick whatever's in the freezer in the oven. Wasn't eating very well. Just stick it all in the oven. It's fine. Sit there, wait for it to cook, right? And this one night I had sausage and waffles in the oven. And you can fuck off if you're judging me on that. I like a bit of bird's eye. I'm lying, they were Aldi's own. But I had them in the oven, right? And I'm just sat there enjoying the peace, and it was fine, right? And then she's 8 months pregnant at this point, right? That's how terrifying she was. She storms into the kitchen, but not like an 8-month pregnant woman, like a fucking SWAT team, right? She kicked the door. She was like, oh, poof. Are you cooking with garlic? And I was like, what? She went, are you cooking with garlic? Because for some reason, I didn't know this. Pregnant women develop like a heightened sense of smell. Like some evolutionary fucking reason means that they need to be able to smell everything in a 3-mile radius, right? And she can smell garlic from somewhere, and she's fuming about it now. And she thinks it's me, and she's like, are you cooking with garlic? And I'm like, no, I've got sausage and waffles in the oven. And she's like, start sniffing around the kitchen like I'm fucking lying to her. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I can smell garlic. Why can I smell garlic? Are you cooking with garlic? And I was like, you know when someone's so confident of something, you know you've got sausage and waffles in the oven. But even you start thinking, am I making a lasagna? Like, I had to go and look in the oven. I was like, it's fucking sausage and waffles. Look, it's sausage. Then I got angry then because I knew I was right then. I was like, it's fucking sausage and waffles. She was like, well, why can I smell garlic? I was like, I don't know, love. You need to fuck off because it's just sausage and waffles. Like, I don't know why you can smell garlic. I don't know what's going on. She was like, well, I can smell garlic. I can smell garlic. I don't know what's going on. I was like, I don't know. She storms out of the kitchen, right? Storms out, fuming. I'm fuming now. She's fuming, I'm fuming. She storms out, she slams the door behind her. But she had mood swings, right? So her mood just changed, right? And then she came back, and the sound of the door slamming hadn't even finished reverberating around the house. That's how quickly, right, it changed. She storms back into the kitchen, but not angry now, like crying. Uncontrollably weeping, like and I'm still fuming. I'm on a completely different level now. And she's like, I know it's not you, but I can smell garlic. It's making me feel sick, and you need to find the garlic because it's making me feel sick, and I don't know what to do because I can't sleep, and you need to just find it. No man can deal with that range of emotion. None of us. I was just frozen. I didn't know how to deal with it. I was just stood there going, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I was like a rabbit in the headlights, just thinking, oh my God, just fuck it. I don't know what to do. I'm making sausage and waffles. I just want some peace. I don't know what to do. I just wanted to come in, have me sausage and waffles, and I'm not even cooking with garlic. You just go back to bed, you silly fat bitch. I didn't say that to her. I just held her, just hoping she wouldn't fucking bite me. I think the biggest victory I've ever had, as I said, just going back to my missus for a second, when she was pregnant. Like that night, you know, like you do when you're in a relationship with a pregnant woman, you gotta treat her like prison, I think. And just like keep your head down and try not to get shanked. And that's what I did. And I got by in small victories, and I learned that I've adopted it as a philosophy throughout my life. And I think the biggest one of those I've ever had was that night. I sat down and I couldn't even concentrate on Netflix. I was so angry. Just sat there, just tucking into me sausage and waffles. And I bit into a sausage, and it was a garlic sausage. And the most magical moment I've ever had. Oh, thank you all for coming out. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. I'll see you all again soon. Good night, everyone.